This is a review for two shows from July 11th, 2010, those being Night Callers and Squatch Detective Radio. On Night Callers, the guests were Billy Willard and John Wyrick. I don't know why I called him Jason Wyrick, but his name is John Wyrick. And they talked about their respective research. Billy, of course, with Sasquatch Watch of Virginia. He talked about ending the radio program, the Sasquatch Watch radio program, but he also talked about how the group Sasquatch Watch of Virginia will continue. John Wyrick talked about his work with West Virginia Bigfoot Investigation Group. And they talked quite a bit about their research and things that they have found in the field. There were several questions fielded from the chat room. I called in and discussed the Mr. Mike situation. Also, what else did I discuss? Oh, the programming note about the Fact or Faked program coming up this Thursday night on Sci-Fi, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. And that was essentially it for Night Callers. I'm not sure what they have planned for next Sunday night, but it'll begin at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/nightcallers. Then over on Squatch Detective Radio, it was a panel discussion about the Mr. Mike situation. Myself and Craig Woolheater and Indy were the three panelists, along with Steve Coles, the host, and Big G, the co-host. And we got into a good little discussion about the about this latest Mr. Mike situation, which apparently has come to a head and a conclusion. It seems that as of today, this matter has been investigated by Christopher Knoll, and it appears to be just basically hallucination on the part of the individual who was involved in all this. And Craig Woolheater was already committed from the beginning as to thinking this was BS. You know, of course, I never really put much stock into this to begin with. At the beginning, well, and that's just how I feel about it. The whole situation was just, it seemed a little too good to be true, and it turned out that's exactly what it was. It was too good to be true. So, the discussion was mainly around that, and that was the whole gist of the discussion and the situation. And there were, I believe, Ted P. called in. He's a researcher and investigator. He gave his 2 cents on the situation. Other than that, that was pretty much the discussion of the whole show, the panel discussion. And it's a lesson learned, that's for sure, for those who might have thought this might have been the real thing. Now we know it's not. We know this was all crap to begin with. Anyway, I'm not sure what Steve will have planned for next Sunday, but it will begin at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/squatchdetective. And as always, we do encourage you to please tune in and support great research.